Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am just knitting a little bit of my own sweater while I'm talking on my video today because what I would be doing really is the little lemon that I finished the back on the little lemon one to do a bit more of the tutorial. So I'll be wanting to start one of the fronts on this and start videoing a bit more of the tutorial. So I'm just doing this, but I don't want to start it until I'm actually going to video it. So I'm just knitting a little bit of my own sweater at the moment. And as you can see, I am wearing my cardigan. It's actually completely finished. I have a little video just to show you I'm modelling it for you. I'm not the best of models, but I don't do any of that prancing about on the stage that models do, you know. I'll just show you. So I'm going to stop this video and let you see what it actually looks like fully on. Hello everyone. I'm just showing off my new cardigan. Completely finished. As you can see, perfect fit, even if I do say so myself. So I had a little bit trouble, I hope you can see it on this, but I had a little bit trouble trying to get a good quality picture of the actual pattern on the cardigan, unless I was very close up, which you can see there. So that's the finished garment. It'll be 3 years in May since I started this cardigan. The only thing I don't like about it is the neck is not high enough for me. I started the shaping a little bit too low down. I should have started a little bit higher up, and then the neck would have come further up around my neck. But hey, I'll probably only wear it in the summer anyway. I'm only wearing it today to show it off. I did walk over to the post office with it on underneath my jacket, and it is only double knitting wool, but because of the pattern, it feels quite thick. And I was actually sweating when I got back home. So for everyone who was waiting to see this cardigan finished, it's actually done. You know, if I had knit this cardigan without doing anything else and kept at it, I would have it knitted in less than a fortnight. I think the quickest I have knitted a large thing, I think, was about a 50-inch rosebud lace cardigan I did for a lady calls herself Tora. I think I did for her. It took me about 10 days. So I know I could have knitted if I hadn't been doing other things. I had too many orders and everything. But this was 3 years in May when I started this. It's almost 3 years. But I just stuck in the last couple of weeks and I thought, I'm going to finish this cardigan. I'm not going to put it down again till it's finished. And that's what I've done, and I hope everyone likes it. But do not ask for the pattern, because I will not be making a pattern for this cardigan. And like I said in the video, the only thing I don't like about it is the neck doesn't come. I like the necks to come around here. If I'm wearing anything in the winter, I would want a higher neck. I didn't start the shaping in the neck. I should have done a few more rows before I started shaping in the neck, but I wasn't sure with this pattern. I've never knitted this pattern before. Not for myself. I did it. It was actually off a child's pattern, the actual stitches. But this bit here, where I had 4 stitches in between the 2 dropped stitches here, I had 4 stitches. The actual pattern only had 2. It was a child's pattern I knit a few years ago, actually. And that was where I got the actual pattern from. But the actual design of the cardigan is my own. I worked all, you know, how to do the neck and the bands, and the instead of doing a ribbed thing, I just done a garter stitch around the edge and that. So the actual style of the cardigan is mine, and the actual stitch is with a little bit tweaking that I did for myself, but it was off a pattern. I think it was a the name on the pattern was Peter Gregory. That was the kind of pattern it came on. I'll have to hunt it out sometime and show you the pattern that I took it out. But I did a child's one, so this is actually the second time I've knit this kind of pattern. I'd have to have my arm twisted up my back to do a PDF for anyone for this one. I have all the instructions written down what I did for it, but I'd have to go through it properly. But like I'm saying, you'd have to twist my arm up my back. It was a pattern that was, I couldn't sit and watch the television because there was actually only 4 rows to the pattern. But each row you had to make sure you were starting on the right stitch to do this, so that you had those 2 garter things there. One row you started with purl and one row you started with knit, so I couldn't sit and watch the television while I was knitting this cardigan. So that's enough for me bragging about what I can do and can't do, and I'm going to just sit and knit whatever I want to today and get on with other things. And I'll do a little bit more tutorial of the lemon one, and then I might do a bit more of the blue one, because I am doing a tutorial for this one as well, and I need to do a little bit of the one of the fronts to continue with the tutorial. And then I might do a little bit of this one as well and get this one finished for to sell. This one will be to sell, this one. It's not a, it is actually a tutorial. It's not a tutorial, but it's a pattern. I am doing a pattern for the larger sizes in the blackberry. This is the 26, so I will be doing 26, 28, 30, maybe it's 32. But like I'm saying, I do have to knit those ones first. And I have another little thing. I'm showing you what I did with that thing for my knitting needles yesterday. I've found something else it's handy for. I'm going to show you. Your cable needles. You know, I have an awful lot of trouble putting cable needles in a case or anything like that, but you just slot them down the side. They don't even need to go inside the thing. I can just slot them down anywhere around on the thing, so I can slot them all around the outside of that. That's very handy, that. I just found that out when I was knitting, and I thought, because I am knitting with 2 cables for the blanket, and I was finished with one. I thought, oh, where can I put this one? You know, I don't want to put it in the case again, it's singing. And then I just put it into there. Thought, oh, that's handy. So my brain works right at times. So I'm going to just finish what I'm doing with this, and then I'll be doing a little bit of the lemon one to do the tutorial, and I'm going to do a little bit of the blanket again and get a bit more of that done, and then get started on the other blanket that I have that I'm going to do with this one, with the furry, for the same lady. They'll both be going to the United States when I finish this one. Shouldn't take long either, because it'll be done on bigger needles as well. It's not thin. It is quite thin, the actual strand that those little things are on, but I've never knitted it before, so I'll find out what size needle I need to do it on. The book, the label here actually says 6 to 5 UK. It says 5 to 5.5 millimetre or 6 to 5. They are old sizes, 6 to 5. Where's my little thing? It's telling you old sizes UK on here, where we use millimetres now. Old 6, what's a 6? 6 to 5. Old UK. 6 is 5 millimetre. And 5 is 5.5 millimetre. Yes, that's 6 to 5. That's the same as the millimetres in UK. But we do use millimetres now. We don't use the old sizes anymore. But if you have a lot of vintage patterns and that, they do have the old sizes. So you probably still need to know what the old sizes are if you're using any like old vintage patterns, because they will have the old English sizes on. Like most ones I had were size 8, that was 4 millimetre, and size 10, which is 325 millimetre. I don't think in old sizes anymore, even though that's how I started knitting, but I'm knitting that much now, everything's millimetre, my mind's thinking millimetre now. But anyway, that's my little bit for today, so I'm going to sit and knit and knit and knit and knit. And I'll see you again sometime, so thumbs up, subscribe. Bye for now.